everyone. There are stupid people in the world. Children are stupid. Torture them.
Fuck them!
Jesus Christ. Who gives a shit? I know how awesome it is to tie a chick up. Either. Well, if you wouldn't, should be pissed.
I don't get furries.
That's your sex suit, man.
God. I would like that.
Dennis is furry curious. How curious are you?
Are we horn sucking here?
Dennis, answer the question.
Yeah, I am.
Fucking equality through morality is bullshit. If you're gonna attack white people, attack them in the right sense. It should be the C word! Because that way everybody will confuse it with cunt, and it'll make me happy. That might sound so racist.
No, you're not racist.
But people take themselves way too fucking seriously in this world. Dennis and me here at Egocast, thank you very much for listening. Hello!
Hi there. How you doing?
Welcome back to the show. It's Egocast with Andy.
And Dennis.
And Dennis. No guest. We got fucked in the ass on a guest. And that in
Not
turn
me.
fucked in the ass our other guest that we could have had on. But, yeah. So it's just us again.
Not my fault.
Fucking deal with it. It's not my fault either. I can't help it that the guy I wanted to have on is busy having a divorce instead of being on the show. I can't help that he has fucked up priorities. So, he's gonna love that when he hears it.
Yeah. Hope he punches you in the eye.
He wants to. I know. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Did you have a good week?
Yes and no. Just normal problems.
Normal problems?
Yeah.
White people problems?
Yeah.
Cell
phone got a virus on it, and
your cell phone got a virus?
Yeah.
I didn't think that could
neither did I. And hey, look,
what
advertisement on my phone that's not supposed to be there.
So you get advertisements now?
And it keeps saying that there's a virus, and I took it in, and it said there's nothing on it.
What did you download?
The last thing I downloaded is I was looking for a mattress. I was on the internet looking for a mattress to buy.
You had to download something to look
I didn't
for a
download
mattress?
it. I was just on the internet. That's the last time I.
Fucking crazy.
Anything I download is through their app store. So they try to blame it on that because I downloaded virus scanners, and I'm like, I didn't download those until the problem showed up.
Yeah. What do the virus scanners say?
All of them say they're clean except for one. It says I have a malware virus on it, but I can't remove it. But according to T-Mobile, there's nothing on it. They said if it keeps acting up, bring it in, and they're gonna have to do a factory reset.
Yeah, factory reset. Can't you just do a factory reset?
Well, they were supposed to print out the instructions on it, but I forgot they didn't print it out. And
you just go into the settings and fucking do the reset.
I don't know if you can. This phone's not like other phones. It's stupid.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why is it so different?
It's a pain in the ass.
My phone's a pain in the ass.
Well, I never read the instruction booklet either.
I've never read the instruction booklet, but I know how to fucking do a factory reset on my phone. Bloop. Bloop.
Factory reset. I don't even know how to do it.
I can do it. Do you want me to do it?
No.
Do you want me to do a factory reset on your phone?
No.
You'll have to redo everything.
I want to.
Do you have a way to back it up?
Yeah,
it's
I
not
do.
an iPhone.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You should do that and do a factory reset.
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't asked your brother? I'm sure your brother knows.
He's coming over tomorrow to do it. He would have been over today to do it, but things happen.
Yeah, fuck you, I know. What are we going to talk about with your brother?
Huh?
What are we going to talk about with your brother?
You
You already said he's going to stonewall me on everything I want to talk about.
There's a lot of things we can talk to him about.
Like what? I want to talk about his sex life.
I don't even know if he has one.
Well, we need to get him one.
I don't need to know.
And here's another good question. Do you want him on the show? Because if he gets on the show, then he's going to become super famous, and he's going to have bitches throwing themselves at him all the time.
I would be happy for him.
The kind of girls that would be into listening to our show? No offense to you ladies out there, but you're probably whores. Which is exactly the type of women I want listening to the show and loving me, but, you know, just saying, you want that for your brother? Very unassuming.
That's up to him if he can handle it.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type that can handle it.
Yeah. He's changed a lot since the last time you saw him.
You keep saying that, and I can't wait.
He has.
I can't wait to have him on. I think it'll be interesting.
Well, now you're saying you don't want him on. Now
I'm not saying I don't want him on. I'm saying I think it'll be interesting. I had a fucking whatever. I had a week.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
Yeah, I had problems with a guy at work.
He raped you in the bathroom?
No, well, okay. What happened was I was taking a shit, and he kicked in the door on me and had his cock out and tried to rape me.
And that bothered you how?
Because he didn't succeed. I wanted a go-getter, you know what I mean? If I'm going to work with a guy who's going to try and rape me, he better fucking get it in my ass. Toilet sound. No, that's not what happened.
I don't have a rape sound, sorry.
Well, you should.
Let me work on that.
No, what happened was, he's kind of a lazy guy. Like, he's not really lazy. He works hard. He's caught on to things. He moseys. You know what I mean? Like, he's not really eager to get anywhere and do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to be directed constantly. And he's been working with us for 2 or 3 weeks now. And as far as I'm concerned, he's at the point where he should be, if not able to do things on his own, at least trying to do things on his own. Like, at this point, he shouldn't be looking to us constantly for direction. And he's still looking to us constantly for direction. And he's not really become part of the group. You know what I mean? Like, me and my partner, we tried really hard to get him to kind of realize the situation he's in, the type of people that he's around, and to kind of interact with us on that level. And there was one occasion where I said something to Ahmad, my partner, and I forget exactly how it started, but I said something about his mom having a giant cock, and he said, I can't believe that we're starting with the mom jokes already. And I said, yeah, I can't believe the size of your mom's cock. And then, like, at that point, you know, I kind of looked at the new guy as kind of like, here you go, buddy. This is your audition. Do you fit in with us? And he went, nobody better make fun of my mom, because she died.
That's funny.
Which, I mean, when somebody says that, that's new in your environment, that kind of immedially halts all of the funny. As funny as that is.
Did he mean it as a joke, or was he serious?
Well, if he meant it as a joke, that's hysterical. And he should have said at some point, no, I'm just kidding. And then I would have went, wow, that's funny. But he didn't.
I think I would do that, let you sit on it for a couple of days.
I wouldn't let somebody sit on that for days.
I would.
But my reaction to it was, here was my reaction to it. My reaction to it was that I don't like my job. I'm not entirely fond of my job. My job has its problems.
Don't
but it's
your
my
boss listen to this?
Huh? Yeah, he does. But
maybe you should say you like
no,
it.
it's my boss's boss.
Okay.
Like I like my job because it pays me. You know, it's not like it's
and
not
you do
like
work hard.
Like I work hard. It's not like it's the best job in the world. Not many people can say, "Hey, I have the best job in the world." Everybody has problems with their job. I have problems with my job, and the problem is they make me work for money. And I would rather just come in and get paid. You know, like that's my problem with my job. I don't have any real legitimate, you know, it's not like I work in a bad environment. It's not like I work really difficult things. I don't like that they make me work a bunch of hours. And I don't like that they make me actually do things. You know, like that's how much I hate my job.
Okay.
And so, and they don't let me smoke weed, which I always think of as number one problem. But whatever, you know, so I don't smoke weed. I would rather be able to pay my rent than fucking work at McDonald's and be able to smoke weed. You know what I mean? So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But I like having my job. I just don't like really doing it so much. But because of the fact that I like having my job, I'm not gonna risk it by saying something to this guy as a joke that he's gonna fucking run to our HR person.
Mm-hmm.
I refer to them as people because they're not just ladies or men; they're people. So, I'm not gonna say something to him that he's gonna be like, you said something about my mom, but she's dead. What type of a person I am. And by this point, everybody that listens to this show should know what type of a person I am. And
kind, gentle soul.
Kind, gentle. The fucking the picture of discretion. And if I wind up fucking saying something goofy to this dude, just being a fucking ass, or if I like grab his ass or something like that, and he decides to get offended and fucking report me, I could get fired. So my way of dealing with the solution is he's somebody I work with. So I'm going to work with him. And that's as far as it's going to go. I'm not going to invite him to come out drinking with me because I don't particularly like the guy. He's kind of a jackass. But, I'm not going to fucking make some stupid joke about how much I love cock and then have him go, oh, I like working with this guy because he's hitting on me. And then now I'm getting in trouble for, somebody who can't fucking deal with a joke. So I just don't joke with him. I work with him. And that's as far as it goes. But so, the other people that I work with, many of them also don't like him. And I'm not saying specifically who. I'm just saying that nobody likes him at work. I think I can throw out a blanket statement. If you've met him, probably don't like him. And, because he's egotistical. He came in with this, ego of, I've worked in a factory before, so I know everything about what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like one of those type of guys.
Yeah.
And it's not the type of thing where you can do that because our environment is very different than other environments. We do things differently. I keep saying this, we are the only company in the world that really does what we do. We're not the only company in the world that makes what we make, but we're the only company in the world that does what we do the way we do it. So, in that field, I'm sure there are other companies that do things similar to us. Nevertheless, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he came in with this my shit don't stink attitude, and you know me, you gotta earn respect. You don't just get it because you think that you deserve it. So, he kind of, he fucks things up. He's a new guy. He does things bad and whatnot, and he does things right. And I correct him whenever he does things bad, and whatever. And we're past the training point. We're coaching him now. And we need to get to where he can be coached on a more do it, and then we'll tell you, if you have questions, ask them. But I shouldn't have to say, okay, now you do this order, and you do it like this, and then after it's done, then you do this, and then that's it. Like, we've done that. Now he should be like, okay, this is the next thing. I should start doing this and fucking go and do it, He has no self-starter mentality because he's still just, whenever he's not told, specifically to do something, he just stands there and waits. Or he'll fucking grab a broom and push the broom for fucking 10 minutes, and then that's it. He's not, I'm going to do this, how does it need packed, blah, blah, blah. And then you go, like this, and he does it. Doesn't happen. So, the other day, he was sitting in a chair at my desk. And
at your desk?
Fuck it, I've been there in that place longest. In that department, it's my goddamn desk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be sitting.
It's the group desk. I mean, it's the desk.
Okay.
It's the only desk we have out there. We have 3 people. So, whatever, however you want to do it. I call it my desk because I pissed all over it. It's my territory. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, he's sitting at the desk doing paperwork, which is another stupid thing. You should be doing your paperwork as you go out through the day. We're doing things as we go. You go to the desk, you write down blah, 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 this, and here we go, and then you keep up with it as you go, right? Well, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do anything on his paperwork and then just does it all from memory later. And I really don't like that because, you're not getting, you're not getting an accurate estimation of what you're doing during the course of the day. So he's sitting at the desk, and I start doing some work, and he's sitting at the desk, and I kind of was doing work while he sat at the desk doing paperwork for about 10 minutes straight.
Is that bad?
So that's a long time to be sitting there doing paperwork. Okay. We don't have that extensive of paperwork. We ain't filling out TPS reports. So I kind of walked up to him, and I'm like, get up for a second. And he gets up, and I grabbed the chair, and I walked it all the way over to the other side of the fucking warehouse and set it down around the corner. Right?
Okay.
And as I'm walking back, he's got this little fucking jackass smile on his face like he thought that was cute and funny, as opposed to the sheepish expression of, clearly I've fucked up, so I'm not going to do that anymore, which is what I wanted from him. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted him to have a contrite look like I've done something wrong, as opposed to, God, you're a fucking jackass.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that angered me. And apparently he went up to Ahmad and said something to the effect of, what the fuck was that? And Ahmad said, you really shouldn't be sitting at the desk. And he was like, I was just doing my paperwork, man. I didn't know what else to do. So I was happy to just let it drop and have it be a lesson that should be learned. And if he learns it, great. And if he doesn't learn it, then it's going to be a problem that's going to have to be dealt with later more specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he decided that he wanted to confront me about it.
Okay.
Which, if you're doing something that's obviously wrong, you don't get to confront me about it. You've done it, it's wrong, you should know better, because you should just know better. And so he started blaming it on other people, saying, well, it's not my fault. You guys haven't told me what to do, and I don't know what to do. So, and every time I try to do something, you tell me not to do it. So, nobody told me I couldn't sit at the desk. And I'm like, why would you think you could sit at the desk? Well, because, I'm doing my paperwork, and nobody told me I can't, blah, blah. And I'm like, have you ever seen me or Ahmad sit at this desk? And he got that look like, because we don't. There's almost no reason we ever sit at that desk. I can think of one reason why I personally sit at the desk. Because it's doing one job that has a whole lot of paperwork that I just set up the paperwork because it's easier than doing it as I'm doing it. Do it all at once and then fucking do it. So he kind of got this caught look, right?
Yeah.
And I said, exactly, and walked away. Which is my way of saying, this conversation is now over. You have lost. Right?
Okay.
When I catch you and your response is, you've lost, take your licking, learn from the experience, move on with life. And I told him, I said, what I want you to do is work. I said, I want you to fucking work. So we're past the point where we can hold your hand. Can't have that shit anymore. I need you to fucking work. And then we had that little fucking thing, and then I left. So exactly, I walked away. I'm working. Walked back, going back to work. He decided to follow me and continue to argue with me about it. And I said, dude, I'm not arguing with you about this. And he was like, I'm not arguing with you either. I'm not trying to be a dick, which anytime you say, I'm not trying to be a dick, you're trying to be a dick in some sense or another, right? Or at least you're coming off as a dick and you realize it, but you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And you're not smart enough to just shut the fuck up and not say anything. So he continued to try and argue with me. And I said, dude, I'm not arguing with you. He said, I'm not trying to argue with you either. And I said, I'm not having a conversation with you either. This is what happened. This is what I want from you. Go and do it. And he continued to argue with me until finally I'm like, look, go home. It's time for you to go home now. The day is done. Your part of this is over. I still have to work. You are now distracting me from doing my job. And this is just pissing me off that much more. And at one point, he went up to Ahmad and he said something about if he's going to have me fired, then, I should just look for another job or whatever. And he said, I didn't say that. I didn't threaten. I said, you threatened to quit. And I don't fucking care. The door's right there. I don't need you. I want you to stay here and work. I don't need you for shit. So I can have anybody do this,
Yeah.
And He's like, I didn't threaten anything. I said, you know, if you're going to have me fired, then maybe I should look for a new job. And I said, dude, you do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to try and have you fired because I don't have that kind of power. And even if I did, I'm not going to try and have anybody fired for anything unless they're really not doing shit. You know, if they're really not doing their work, that's going to be different. But you're working hard. You just need to look more like you're working hard and less fucking jibber jabber, and stop coming up and talking to me when I'm talking to the big boss and we're going over shit, and you come up and you start whipping out random nonsense that has nothing to do really with anything, but you just have to have your fucking say in it so that you can go, look at me, I'm here, I'm over here, check me out. I don't need that shit. Go fucking work. You're wasting time. Go work. And I told him, I'm like, dude, you just started here. You know dick about anything about what's going on. You need to concentrate more on the learning process and getting your shit done and looking like you're a good fucking worker, but fucking around. Yeah, that was, you know, that was pretty much it. But
don't you have bosses to handle this kind of stuff?
I do.
Okay.
But she
we don't have to go into it.
Yeah, she's not there right now because she's not there right now.
Okay.
So I've been there longer than anybody. I've been there longer than everybody
you're in charge
else.
if she's not there.
But her boss is in charge.
Yeah.
But he's in charge of the plant, so he can't really be everywhere at once. He can't do all that shit.
Yeah.
So just because of the fact that I've been there longer than everybody, I know the job better than anybody.
Yeah.
I have kind of a leadership role because I am the one who has taken over kind of the leadership role. I wasn't really assigned it, but it's a job that needs done. So I do it. So I kind of deal with a lot of the problems with, people. And I work it out to the best of my ability. And if it is a problem that goes so far that it needs to be handled by somebody else, then it gets handled by somebody else. But I don't think it should have to go to that extent.
Yeah.
Nobody should have to know what's going on in our department unless it's an actually serious thing. And 9.9 times out of 10, it isn't anything fucking serious. It's just people fucking being people. And you should just be able to go, dude, stop it. And just fucking go back to work. That's as far as it should ever have to go. But this dude wanted to make it a bone of contention with me. He wants to fucking make his mark or whatever it is that he's trying to do. Trying to show that he can fucking fight back for whatever reason, no matter how wrong he is. And so I have to go to a meeting. Monday I have to sit down in a meeting.
He complained?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course he complained. He complained to Big Boss. He said, I was just doing this, and nobody told me what to do, and they don't want it. Exactly. So now, because we have an HR person, it has to be a thing where everything gets documented and all the complaints get out there, and we sit down and have a talk, and delay, and make the problem fester instead of dealing with it to its ultimate conclusion without having to waste a whole bunch of fucking time.
Yeah.
And, it's a tricky situation right now because Ahmad's going on vacation. By the time Ahmad hears this, he's probably going to be on vacation. Hi, Ahmad. Hope you're having fun. And, yeah. So, why shooting noises?
Handle the situation.
Nah. There you go. That's not me, people I work with. That's my partner. He doesn't work with us. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, now I have to fucking go to a meeting. And I hate going to meetings because you know what's going to happen. Monday, we're going to have a meeting. And it's going to be what essentially should be a 10-minute, dude, just shut the fuck up and do your goddamn job. Is now going to probably be a half an hour to an hour worth of and then he's going to say, well, they don't tell me what to do. And I'm going to say, we're at the point where we shouldn't have to tell you what to do. You should know well enough. You have all of the resources you need at your disposal. You have a schedule with which to work off of. and you have a big book of shit that says exactly what, how all of our customers get dealt with, and you should be able to reference those things just like we do and deal with the job. You should be able to do the job by now. It's been 3 fucking weeks. It ain't that hard of a fucking job. Just start doing it. You need to have more of a self-starting thing. Well, every time I try and do something, I get told not to do it. And then that's going to piss off people. And then there's going to be, I fucking say that to you, and you just fucking, and then it's going to turn into a thing, and it's going to be an hour and a half of my fucking life wasted sitting in an office when all it needs to be is just fucking shut up and do your goddamn job. And that upsets me. Because I hate wasting time in meetings. If there's anything that I hate wasting time more as, it's fucking meetings. Because they drive me insane. Because ultimately, nothing really gets resolved. It just goes on the books as this person has a problem with these people, and these people have a problem with this person. So, we'll go back, and we'll see if we can do it. And then maybe he needs more training. Bah, fuck that. No, he doesn't. Yeah. This shit that angers me. Anyway. Hate you. Alright.
I hate you too.
I'm blaming it all on you. Alright, so anyways. Enough about my whining. Oh, I thought you were going to play the baby crying thing again. Alright. So, going into the news. Dennis has brought articles to the table today. That was a gunshot. Are you killing the baby?
I have no idea what the hell that is. It says human baby.
What? Play it again?
It says human baby.
Oh, is that sneezing? That's probably sneezing.
There we go.
Yeah, you got articles now.
A few.
I can't wait for you to read them.
I don't know how to read though, but I'll try.
I know, and I can't wait for you to read them.
I'm still in the 4th grade. Give me a chance.
Well, the thing's going to be awesome is that I'll actually get a break. I'm not have to talk the whole fucking time. Keep the show moving. You know
how hard this is. I don't like reading news.
I know.
No, I don't like reading news, period.
I know. It's just that,
I watch my news.
We've got more of a host-co-host thing going where I was hoping we would just both be co-hosts. Equally contributing.
I contributed.
Sure. You've got a wonderful soundboard.
No, I don't.
Alright. Anyways. Fox News! Man admits to killing wife and lover on Turkish TV dating show. God, I wish we got Turkish TV. I don't know if it was a chainsaw, but that'd be pretty fucking interesting. It was an axe. Do you have axe noises? Get the axe noises ready. Sounds exactly like an axe. Sure. Jackaxe. A man looking for love on a Turkish TV dating show shocked the audience and any potential mate when he admitted to killing his wife and a former lover. Sefer Kalinek, 62, told the host of Flash TV's Luck of the Draw, which I think is a great fucking dating show, that he was an honest person looking for a new wife. He's certainly honest. Yeah. I mean, when you're admitting to murders, that's pretty fucking honest. During the taping of the show, Reuters reported, he said that although he murdered his wife and lover, he served prison sentences for each and was let out early due to a government amnesty program. So it wasn't even like he was let out for good behavior or anything. The government just said, let him go. The Turkish newspaper, the Hurriyet Daily News, reported that Kalinek said on the show that he married his cousin when the two were 17.
Incest rules.
Wow. And after 5 months, her behavior changed, and he killed her out of jealousy.
She grew up.
Pretty much. 5 months. God. I served my sentence. I was released after 4 years and 6 months with an amnesty, despite being given a 13-year, 9-month jail term in the first place, Kalinek said on the show, according to the Hurriyet Daily News. When he got out of prison, Kalinek married another woman and had 2 children, but the two eventually separated. He then had an affair with a married woman who had promised to divorce her husband. When she didn't keep that promise, the disagreement led to violence. Wow. Next, he gives a reason. He gives a reason
Oh, let's hear this.
for how it was that he killed her. What do you think? I mean, I know you know. But let's pretend for a second that
I
you
thought
don't
he
know.
shot her or something.
You thought he shot her?
Yeah.
It doesn't say how he killed the first wife. I'm gonna say, okay, most common ways of killing your wife: wood chipper. You know, if you want to do it and not get caught, you get a boat. You rent a boat, get a wood chipper.
Hitman.
Take the boat out on the wood, the wood chipper out on a boat. Turn her into chum. It's a good way to do it.
Fargo way.
Fargo way, yeah. Hitman, that's a very popular one.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking.
Well, that's Fargo.
Yeah, well, a lot of people getting fucking caught trying to order hitmen. We just had one of those last year, wasn't it? Where a lady got fucking caught trying to have a hitman
Oh yeah,
kill her
I think
husband.
so, yeah.
So that's common. Stabbings.
Fire.
Set the house on fire. Yeah. Good old beat to death. That's my favorite method. Beat a bitch to death. Makes it personal, you know? Fucking gun shootings. There's that. Did you hear the 911 call of the guy that shot his wife? And he's like, she enticed me and criticized me all my lifetime. I like that one. Push down the stairs, which I think is more of an abortion thing, but you know. They said though, well, this is what happened. I killed her after she attempted to kill me. It's a good one. She was accidentally killed when I swung the axe. How do you accidentally kill somebody when you're swinging an axe at them?
Oh no. She moved.
She tripped. She fell. I swung the axe and killed her. It was an accident. The second murder landed him in prison again, but he was released on another amnesty. I gotta move to Turkey, man. You can fucking kill people.
I'm surprised he went into jail. I thought you're allowed to treat your wife anyway.
No, that's Saudi Arabia.
Oh, my bad.
That's not Turkey. After admitting to the murders on the show, Kalanick said he was a victim of destiny.
You're my destiny.
You're my density. The host asked him to leave, prompting applause from the studio audience. Yeah, that's a... I'm so glad that we started the whole starting shows off with nice, heartwarming stories. I mean, he's a guy, like any other guy, looking for love.
In all the wrong places?
All the wrong
according
places.
to him.
I'm sure that when OJ gets out, he's going to want to get on, dating again. Hook back up with some chick. You know? He was wrongly accused. He's innocent. Found innocent of the crime.
Lost in the civil trial.
Lost in the civil... Yeah, well, that's civil trial. What are you going to do? Sometimes you got to kill a bitch, I guess. God, we're going to get fucking sued. I know we're going to get sued. That one's probably going to be a bad one because we started listing ways to kill somebody. That might not have been the best thing in the world. Of course, it's not like we said anything unique.
I'm not condoning it. I don't condone it.
Yeah, Dennis doesn't condone it. He's more of a rapey kind of guy. Alright, you're up next, buddy. This is you.
Yes.
Turkeys. We were just in Turkey,
and
now we're going to talk about turkeys.
No, but now we're going to Utah.
Yeah.
Animal rights group seeks Utah roadside memorial for dead turkeys.
Dead turkey. A memorial?
Yes.
Huh.
I don't even know what to say, but this is just nuts. Animal rights activists want to erect a roadside memorial place card to honor hundreds of terrified... Why are they terrified? Terrified turkeys killed in a tractor-trailer accident.
Well, they were killed in a tractor-trailer accident. As that thing's fishtailing and careening off the road, that's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. On a Utah highway last week.
I think it's funny that you said nuts.
Did I say nuts?
You didn't say nuts.
These?
You said it's nuts.
Oh, it's nuts.
Turkey nuts.
The sign which an official said would not likely to be approved would be placed near the crash site in the rural town of Wolfsburg, where a truck hauling about 700 live crated turkeys crashed to a guardrail and landed in a reserve on April 24th. In memory of hundreds of terrified turkeys who died here in a truck crash.
So they want to like the road sign, like the wreaths and shit.
Yeah.
People put flowers and fucking stuffed bunnies. So they want to, you know, where is this at? Utah?
Yeah.
God damn, what a shame. You know what I'd do?
What?
I would buy a whole bunch of frozen turkeys and put it out there for the memorial. God damn, that'd be fucking hysterical. Again, another way for us to get sued. Somebody in Utah, if they do this, and you're listening to this show, buy frozen turkeys. Go out to that thing and put them out there. I'm encouraging it.
Well, I'm not, because it's on a highway. I don't want you to get killed.
Well, do it safely. If you're one of our minions, as I still want to call our fans, if you're one of our minions, go out there and fucking put turkeys out there. Or like, oh, even better, because it'd be cheaper this way. Get the fucking, like the bologna cut turkey. Like the cold cut turkey. Fucking sit that shit out there. Just fucking have turkeys strewn about. Or stuffed turkeys.
Stuffed turkeys?
Yeah, like little stuffed animal turkeys. Like shoot them. So they have big fucking gaping holes in them. Set them out there.
You're gonna burn in hell.
Or get stuffed turkeys and fucking run over them with your car so they have that really nice dirt tire track. Anything else? Nice.
It's hard to remember to do the noises when you're doing the report.
I know, right? Why do you think I don't do fucking any soundboard stuff?
2 dozen birds survived.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they should do something for the survivors.
That's a good idea. We should eat them.
Exactly. When was this? Was this recently?
It said in the article. April 24th.
If only it was around.
Guess who wants this done?
PETA.
Yeah.
Fuck PETA. PETA is the most useless fucking group.
The purpose of the roadside memorial is to meet the needs of the grieving family members.
What? The turkey family members?
It's specifically to the people who have lost their lives on the Utah roads.
What?
I'm
Man.
reading it.
Oh, that's why PETA is the most useless fucking organization in existence. Because they think that 600 and fucking however many turkeys dying is the same as people dying. And the best way to fucking memorialize people dying is by putting up a monument for turkeys dying. Ugh.
This is not the first time they've done this.
Of course.
They've also they filed for memorials in other states, including cows in New York and chickens in Georgia. So far, none of them's been accepted.
Christ. Do you remember? Oh God, do you remember the one time we were taking our little buddy home, and we were driving down towards the valley, and it was raining really bad. I think you were there. You were when I was living. I don't remember who the fuck I was living with, but we were driving him home, and it was raining really, really, really hard. Like visibility was almost nothing because of the rain.
Okay.
And we had that bump, and I'm like, uh-oh, I think I just ran over something. And then when we were driving on the way back, it wasn't raining as hard, and there was all those dead ducks, all the dead baby ducks. Remember that? Remember?
Vaguely.
I ran over a whole family of baby ducks. Fuck PETA! I ran over. What all have I run over? I ran over a possum once, and that motherfucker fucking got up and ran away. That was a horrifying one. Like I straddled him with the tires, so I ran directly over him. Well, I had to have hit him because it made a very nasty noise. But then I looked in my rearview mirror and he just kept running across the street. So I probably just rolled him a couple times, high speeds. You gotta go over them really fast, because that way it's safer for them.
I've only hit 2 animals, and technically 1.
Oh, because the second one was a person?
No, the second one was a deer that actually hit my car. I didn't hit them.
Oh, shit.
I was sitting at a stop sign, and there was 2 cars in front of me. All of a sudden, I heard deers come, just across the street. And one of them hit my side of my car, and it hit it so hard the car shook.
God damn.
But it got up and just kept going. I'm like...
So you were parked. You weren't moving.
Parked. Yeah,
well, yeah, but you weren't moving.
No, I wasn't moving.
And he ran into your car.
Yeah.
Did it do any damage to the car?
It put a scratch on it, but that was it. It was probably from its horns.
Yeah. Wow.
Or antlers, not horns.
That's fucking... Well, antlers, horns.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And,
devil animals.
I hit a squirrel once.
Well, that doesn't count.
No, this one did.
Why?
Because it was dead.
Did it follow you home like the hitchhiker? Hey, lady, give me a ride.
No, because it was dead. And it was the middle of winter, so it was frozen solid. Nice. And when I hit it, it took out my muffler.
Oh shit! Oh no, that's no good at all.
I was pissed.
That would fucking piss me off.
The thing was, I tried to avoid it, so it was my fault that it got the muffler ripped off.
You should just hit it, man.
I didn't know it was dead. I was trying to avoid it.
I'm telling you, avoiding hitting animals is more dangerous to you and other people around you. Just hit the fucking things and go about your life. Who gives a shit?
The animal?
The animal doesn't fucking know. If you believe some people, you're doing him a favor, because then he can go on to his next life.
What if he doesn't have a next life?
Then he just fucking dies. Who gives a shit?
Should be more concerned for the animals.
Is that a serious opinion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I love furries.
Touche, fucker. Alright. Moving on. Going from one type of bird to another. It's gadgets versus eyeballs as 2 species of bird watchers clash. I am not going to read this whole fucking thing because it's long. Michael Nagel for the New York Times bird watchers, like these in Brooklyn's Prospect Park, will compete on Saturday in the World Series of Birding in New Jersey. Pete Dunne and Benjamin Van Dorn are devout birders who share a passion for identifying rare species, recording their sightings, and competing in birding events known as big days. But as they prepared for the biggest big day of all, Saturday's World Series of Birding in New Jersey, their technological approaches could hardly be more desperate. Mr. Van Dorn, 20, a sophomore at Cornell, has a $2,500 camera setup and an iPhone stocked with the digital field guides, apps that play recording of bird songs and help him with GPS home in on where he might find certain species. Mr. Dunn, 62, has been preparing a bit differently. He refuses to bring a camera and keeps his cell phone turned off. He eschews birding apps and digital libraries in favor of the handwritten journal that he has kept since he was 7. God, 62. So for 55 years, this dude has been lame. The proliferation of digital photography and other technology changes the whole dynamic of birding, he said, getting away from the art of field identification. It was all leading to a regrettable mindset, he added, of shoot first and identify later. Who fucking cares? Like, ugh. And then they do a competition. They raise money for conservation.
Scientists ever cataloged anything.
Well, it's just like, welcome to the fucking real world, dick. Like, you're already in a lame-ass fucking sport. At least try and fucking... I hear young birders joking around saying photos or it didn't happen, he said. The expectation is that if you report something rare, you're gonna need a photograph, and I only see that increasing. Well, no shit! I can say that I've seen aliens. And an alien was hot. And it had big titties. There were 6 of them. It sucked my cock. and it left. And
Really?
if I don't have a picture of it, nobody's gonna believe me. Like, oh God, I smell new bit. We should fucking get into the big days birding competition.
Okay.
And say, all right, we're gonna go out there, and then just go, yeah, I saw a dodo, and I saw another fucking extinct bird, and I saw a pterodactyl. It was cool. And then when they go, wow, you saw extinct birds, you win. That's going to be awesome because everybody else is going to go, well, where's your pictures? I don't believe in pictures. Because I am a purist of the sport.
I got my notebook.
I got a notebook. It says that there's dodos in Jersey.
I drew
Fucking douchebag. Like, seriously. Ugh. A lot of traditional birders honing their skills for decades had to put all this time in, and they might see technology as a shortcut, or as a way of giving proof, you douche. Jesus Christ. Mr. Van Dorn acknowledged that technology should have its limits. The day will come, he predicted, when binoculars themselves will be able to identify birds. That would be lame from the birding perspective, he said, because it would take the skill out of it. You find a bird and you look at it. How is that A, not lame, and B, skilled? You find a bird and you look at it. And you say, I looked at a bird, oh goody, you win a prize. Really? Like,
Yay.
That's the stupidest. Like, I know I didn't read the whole article, and I didn't read it because I don't care. Because they're fucking retarded. And that's just that. Like, ugh. Fucking. But yeah, that's a good fucking idea for a bit, I think. I saw a dodo. What are you turning in, Mr. Thomas?
Dodo.
I saw a dodo, and it was sweet. It had a big ass, a big bill, and what was the extinct bird from the movie Up? I'll say I saw one of those too. It was the whole point of the goddamn thing. Me and my talking dog. Squirrel. All right. Next one is still me. Libertarians trail meter readers, telling town live free or else. Kean, New Hampshire. This is New York Times. Yeah, those other articles were from other websites. I don't know what the fuck they were. Look up douchey bird watchers if you want to find out where the last one was from. In most places, the parking enforcement officer reflects the municipal compact, armed only with a gadget that can spit out a ticket at the forgotten drop of a dime. The officer quietly serves civic and commercial life by ensuring that meters are fed. In most places, yes, but not here in charming Kean, where parking officers figure in a philosophical tug-of-war between a small band of activists who live by the motto, Free Kean, and the great majority of residents who were unaware that their city was in bondage. Kean's two parking officers, both women, are often videotaped by young adults known as Robin Hooders, or giant fucking douchebags. They track the whereabouts.
Got too much time in their hands.
Oh, seriously. They track the whereabouts of the officers by two-way radio, feed expired meters before $5 tickets can be written, and leave a business card saying, "We saved you from the King's tariff." Welcome to Sherwood Forest, New Hampshire. Jesus. Where these acts of charity have led to some donations and gratitude, but also to sidewalk tensions, harassment allegations, and litigation. They are part of a broader effort by about 24 activists, most of them from someplace else, to unshackle Kean from the violent monopoly of government and its enforcers, including these parking officers who work in weather fair and foul. Ugh, 24. That's how many turkeys lived, right?
Something like that, yeah.
If only these fucking assholes could get run over on a fucking expressway. Yeah, these guys are fucking douchebags. The citizens of Kean have started a Facebook page with the unwieldy name of Stop Free Kean.
So, wait, what are they trying to accomplish? stopping the state from charging $5 to someone?
It seems that what they want to do is they want to stop the government. Back in 2003, a libertarian-leaning group called the Free State Project decided that this small state could be a liberty lovers' paradise if enough like-minded people settled here. The movement, by the way, tends to attract white males, according to Carla Guricki, whatever. The group's president, a white South African who has lived for many years in this country. I'm the token African American, she joked. Oh, she's funny. A dozen years in, the Free State Project is about 3/4 of the way towards achieving its goal of having 20,000 people commit to relocating to the state, after which it will trigger the move. The project has already influenced the statewide conversation at times, partly because of early movers like Ian Freeman, a Floridian who bought an old white duplex on Leverett Street several years ago and quickly set out to push local buttons. There have been marijuana gatherings in the central square, which I'm fine with. Make-believe drinking of alcohol at city council meetings, which is douchey. Leafletting outside public schools, which is also douchey. And many video-recorded encounters in which the activists are the earnest heroes of their own narratives, holding accountable the employees of a government they do not generally recognize. So it sounds like they want to take New Hampshire, and they want to badger good, honest, upstanding citizens to the point where they want to move so that they can take over the state and essentially live in anarchy. Like,
yeah, no one paid taxes. Let's just let the city go to hell.
Yeah, I mean, it's it just seems to be stupid. I don't know. Like, it just...
Are these independently wealthy idiots?
Well, they don't want to have to work.
It sounds like they're not working now. They're just going around messing with...
I don't know. There's a whole article, and I honestly don't even care enough about these douches to read the whole fucking thing. Like, it's stupid. They're harassing people. They walk around with fucking cameras, and they annoy. This shadowing of parking enforcement officers has received the most publicity by far. Videotapes show the officers being dogged by activists who sometimes goad with pleasantries like, "How do you live with yourself?" Because I'm working a job, earning a fucking living. What are you doing? How are you seriously contributing to anything other than your own fucking douchey desire to live in a country or in a fucking state or whatever where you can say, who's going to do work today? Not me, because I live free. Oh, okay, then we're just all going to starve to death. Like, it's that I don't want to fucking do anything with my life. I want everything fucking handed to me. I don't want to have to contribute. I don't want to have to do anything. I just want to sit around and sprout propaganda and not have any controls and not have any regulation so that we can live like China, where everything falls apart and they've got buildings collapsing because they have no fucking regulations on how to do things, and they have fucking people starving because they have no outreach programs to help people. Just fucking dumb fucks.
Idiots.
Move on to the next story. I don't even want to give them actual time. Time is more precious.
Yahoo News. Mother accused.
Because at the end of the day, they're not going to actually accomplish anything. No, it's not going to happen. They're going to get run out, and then it's going to be the man keeping us down, when it's really your douchey fucking ideals.
Well, they're harassing people who are just doing their job.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're stalking these people and messing with them. I'm sure sometimes...
Dude, I don't even want to talk about
They get bad reactions from...
I know. Fuck them. Who even wants to talk about these?
All right. Really? Can I go? Or?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Mother accused of dodgeball rages.
I mean, there's not going to be anything that's going to actually make a difference. They're not going to fucking overthrow the government. They're not going to show some sort of fucking anything that's going to matter. Just fuck these guys.
But they end up in court and everything, so they're gonna cause more money.
Dude, I don't even want to give him fucking time.
Shut up.
Let's move on. Fuck
Mother accused of dodgeball range.
I mean, Robin Hooding. Like, they're really fucking gonna do it. What are they, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor? They're not making. They're filling fucking parking meters. I would be like, thanks, dickhead. All right.
No, I'm not going.
No, seriously, I'm done.
No, you're not. Because you're going to do it again.
No, I'm not going to do it again. It wouldn't make any sense to do it again.
Mother accused of dodgeball rage faces criminal charges.
Yeah.
Game of dodgeball during a child's birthday party in Wisconsin at a place called Sky Zone. It's an indoor trampoline park. Resulted in one mother facing criminal charges.
Does that say 3D dodgeball? That says 3D dodgeball.
Where the hell oh, yeah, right there.
How is dodgeball anything but 3D?
Well, it's a tagline. To make it sound more epic than what it is.
Stupid tagline.
27-year-old mother Dominique Jude was named in a...
Dominique Jew?
Jude. Was named in a criminal complaint for her reaction after being hit in the face during a dodgeball game. Miss Jude is accused of grabbing a 12-year-old boy, yelling, "Fuckhead," and...
Fuckhead? Does it say fuckhead?
No, it says yelling profanities.
Oh.
I decided to throw it in.
Ah, gotcha.
As one of the witnesses recalled.
Yeah.
Yelling for the other people in the dodge area. Yelling for other people in the dodgeball area to hit the child in the face. This mother said the whole thing was blown out of proportion. She admits that after she was hit in the face and her son was also hit in the face, she became angry. Jude said she was guilty of grabbing a 12-year-old, but was only asking him if he liked it if someone hit him in the face.
So that's what she said.
Yeah.
She just grabbed a hold of him and said, okay.
Woman has no prior criminal record and said she was just stunned and protective of her son. She also argues that Sky Zone staff offered little help and did not stop the game when she was hurt.
Pussy.
The district attorney has charged her with criminal disorderly conduct.
Stupid tax.
And she can be faced up in 90 days in jail.
Good, put her
Sky
away.
Zone management did not comment.
Because there's no point.
It's so dodgeball. You got hit in the face. You decided to play dodgeball.
Yeah.
You moron.
It's dodgeball. So she's saying that what she did was she took the little child aside and said, hey buddy, here, let me talk to you. Let me explain something to you. It's not nice to hit people in the face. Would you like to be hit in the face? It's rude. It's mean. It's hurtful. And I don't like that. I'm sure you wouldn't like that. What would your mother think if she saw you aiming for people's face? It's just wrong. But what actually happened was, she went, you little fucking piece of shit! I'll fucking hit you in the fucking face, you little motherfucker! God damn it! Everybody else in this fucking place should hit this fucking little piece of shit in the fucking face with a goddamn fucking dodgeball! Fucking, you've hurt me! What the fuck? Why aren't you doing shit about this?
And she grabbed him.
And she grabbed him. Probably by the cock. Fucking pedophile. That might be that might be going a little bit too far.
Probably.
She's probably not a pedophile. She's definitely got some rage issues though.
Really?
She should see somebody about that.
I wish there was a picture of her.
I wish there was a picture of her getting whacked in the fucking face with a dodgeball.
I mean, there's a video of it, but I don't think it's of her.
Ugh. Nah. Put her away. Put her away for fucking 90 years. That's what I say. How dare you threaten a child?
Speaking of people getting hit with stuff, did you see that video that's going around viral now? Girl gets hit with a shovel.
No, I haven't seen it.
You gotta see it.
I heard about it.
It's fucking hilarious.
I know.
I saw the entire video. It's funny as hell.
I heard somebody on the radio talking about it, and it just didn't fucking strike me as interesting. So I was kind of like, whatever. But now that you said something about it.
Well, here's how it goes. It opens up. The video opens up. The girls are talking clearly to each other. They're being nice to each other.
Uh-huh.
And they're in a chicken coop. She goes, wait a minute, I gotta feed my chicken.
They're in a chicken coop.
Yeah.
She should have said cock. Makes it more seriously.
So she's feeding her chicken. They're talking nice to each other. I'm like, okay, I've heard about this video.
Man,
There's supposed to be a fight in it.
there's
I'm like,
shovel, man.
I'm like, who's fighting in this video? Because there was like 4 or 5 girls. They're all being nice to each other.
Yeah, but girls are nasty.
Next thing you know, they're setting down rules for the fight. And they're just talking to each other. No anger.
Was there a no hair pulling rule?
Yes.
Ah. Yeah.
Then the fight happened, and of course that's when they started getting bitchy towards each other because hair pulling was involved. Kicking.
Nah. No kicking. How are you supposed to fight with no kicking?
I'm just saying there was kicking involved.
Oh, well. Part of fighting.
And the one girl was getting her ass handed to her, threw a shovel at the other girl's head, so.
Huh. Well, the ultimate equalizer. Was there a no shovel rule? No.
I don't
See,
remember.
then apparently she didn't break the rules. If you want no shoveling involved, then there should be a no shoveling fucking rule.
I need a shoveling noise.
If all it was no hair pulling. See, I always want to see the fight where a girl says, all right, we're going to do this, but no hair pulling because that's pussy shit. And then the other girl goes, fine, and grabs the back of her t-shirt like a hockey match and pulls it up over her head and starts beating her back in face.
I don't watch too many fighting videos.
I love watching fighting videos, especially when it's chicks, man, because they're fucking vicious. They're fucking just nasty, and they don't stop ever. Like if you ever watch fights with chicks, man, they fucking get the one chick to where she's clearly fucking lost, and then they just keep going. I saw a video one time of this one chick who was bullying this other chick and fucking hitting her. Like she'd go in and fucking smack her in the face, and the other chick's like, "Look, I don't want to do this," and she fucking took the shot and was like, "I'm not fighting you. Just fucking leave well enough alone." And the other girl had a bunch of her friends with her, so, you know, she's got to look badass. So she fucking is still calling her names. And she'd go in and fucking pop her again. And this chick's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. And then the whole time I'm like, oh, shit, here it comes. And she fucking went at her and fucking hit her again. And that was it. And she got fucking pounded. I love those where it's the kid's bullying another kid and then gets their fucking ass handed to him. Did you see the one bully fucking fight where the one little teeny ass little skinny kid,
the Australian one?
Yeah, picking on a big fat
awesome.
kid, and he fucking put him in the Dominator.
That's why you don't fight fat guys.
Fucking picked his little ass up and slammed him.
I loved that for years because I'm a bad guy. And these little guys would
You're not fat.
Shut up.
You're pleasantly plump.
Would like call me fat ass and stuff like that, and not realizing I can just crush them to death.
See that, and that's just wrong. Because your ass is not fat. Your ass is beautiful.
Whatever.
It's pert. It's firm. I know it's firm because I felt it. Great. I love your ass.
I just loved in that video the fat guy took like 4 punches to the face.
Yeah.
And just grabbed the little twerp and
fucking rushed him real fast. Like it was so fast that the little kid was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die." Fucking grabbed him around the waist, picked him up, and fucking slammed his little bitch ass to the ground. One of my favorite videos.
And then tried to blame it on the fat guy later.
Yeah.
You see the follow-up to that, too? He's like, even said, I'm not sorry for doing that to him.
Yeah, I'm like, well, good.
And then his dad looked at him and goes, oh, yeah, I am sorry.
Ugh, dumb fucks. All right, moving on to other people who don't know how to deal with their emotional problems.
Also from Yahoo. Florida woman gets land clearing company to bulldoze trailer of a neighbor she doesn't like. Oh, I hate this woman's name. 62-year-old Anna Maria Moreta Folks of
Folks?
Folk.
Is it Folks or Fucks?
Folk. Folch.
Folk.
Of St. Johns County.
Holy fuck.
St. Johns County, Florida. Wanted a trailer and septic tank demolished. Isn't that kind of stupid? She gets it demolished. The septic tank's now smelling like shit.
Yeah, I know, right? We're just going to crush it.
So she contacted a land clearing company after showing a heavy equipment operator that she had keys to the trailer, claiming that no one was currently living inside. I'm so glad someone who works at a company goes,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, you got keys? I guess you own it.
Check this out. You see this? This is a fucking key, motherfucker. Take that shit down. Good enough for me. That looks like a key that would fit in there.
The company got to work, as there was one small problem. Mrs. Falk didn't own the trailer. Her neighbor did.
Oh, cunt.
The owner, Maria Godfrey,
Is it
related to Gilbert.
Gilbert Godfrey?
No, I'm kidding. Allegedly.
She broke my fucking trailer. I was so goddamn angry.
Showed up to see what was going on and called the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office when a deputy arrived. Miss Godfrey explained that she owned the mobile home since 2006 and that she had never given Mrs. Falk a key.
So that really wasn't the key to the trailer.
Yeah.
She's just like, look, here's a key. God damn. I don't know who's stupider.
I don't know.
This lady or
Miss
the fucking
Falk claimed
company.
she had the trailer bulldozed because people who had lived there were unsavory, and she suspected they had broken into her car. She said she considered it a favor to the neighborhood.
Wow.
This favor wound up causing her approximately $25,000 in damage.
That's a lot.
And she was charged with criminal mischief.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. People that don't know how to deal with things. But that's been that reminds me of a realization that I came to one day when I was at work.
People are idiots?
No, I had to deal with somebody that just annoyed the shit out of me. And I'm not proud to admit this, but it's something I admit. I do little fantasies with myself when I work. I've got 8 hours to fucking sit around.
I don't know about your fantasies.
Sure you do. I've got 8 hours to fucking sit around and do mindless labor, right?
Okay.
So I was thinking, how awesome would it be if I just beat this guy to death, right? Common thought at my job. How awesome it would be to just beat this dude to death. And then I was thinking about people that do that. You know, the going postal thing, fucking go into their work and shoot everybody up, shit like that. And I started wondering if the rationale for that wouldn't be, well, if I don't kill him, then other people are going to have to deal with him. I'm doing everybody a favor, right? It's funny to see that actually in print, though.
Yeah.
Somebody actually using that philosophy. It's sad, but nevertheless.
Sounds like she was an idiot, though.
Like, honestly, the fucking poor lady that had her fucking trailer demolished probably look at this as a godsend and be like, well, now I can move. I don't have to live next to that crazy cunt.
The neighbors are. The neighbors should be happy. I knocked this all down. Of course, the neighborhood smells like shit now.
All right. UPS delivers parts for a $350 or $350,000 NOWA drone to college kid. I think I just got a drone in the mail. A college student attempting to order weightlifting equipment through the mail somehow received parts for a $350,000 drone from the National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration. The package was mailed from MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida, to the unidentified student with a note that read, USA Federal Property returned to NOAA Aircraft Operations Center. I think I just got the drone in the mail, a student posted on Reddit, the blog Motherboard reported. The UPS guy on the phone had said that this had been in storage and was something that had been lost in transit or in some other way went undelivered, the student wrote on Reddit. The Tampa Tribune, NOAA, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He kept saying that it was mine and something that was intended to be delivered to me, but didn't make it originally. Due to this, I feel like there isn't an active search for this thing, at least not yet. I'm not stressing too much, and I am going to call. You tried to get them. I get a swarm of messages from people who claim they are in the industry, work at UPS, work for the NOAA, etc., but I don't think I can trust any of these random contacts, the student wrote in his post, the Tribune reported. I'll be waiting on a response tomorrow unless someone has irrefutable proof that they somehow have a connection that can get me to somebody who matters on the issue. I'm still alive and well, and if you haven't read already, it's not military, he wrote. Regardless, it's not mine, and I'll be sending it to its owner unless I'm told to keep it. Here's hoping I survive until tomorrow. I'd be hoping they let me keep it. That's fucking sweet. We sent one of our Puma unmanned aircraft systems to Stellwagen Bank Marine Sanctuary in Massachusetts. Mr. Mueller told the spokesman David Miller of the agency. We sent a set of about 8 boxes for this one aircraft system, and one was misdelivered by UPS. We're working with UPS to find it. Like, how ridiculous is that? Shouldn't they have some sort of government something or another to make sure that shit gets where it's supposed to go? Like, it's a drone.
You think as soon as they posted on Reddit, the government would have been at his door?
I know, right? Been like, hey, that's part of our drone. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it's one of 8 pieces of something, something like that. I would imagine that you can't construct the entire drone unless you have everything. But if they sent this kid a fucking full-on fucking drone, that's ridiculous. And sending something like a drone, UPS. I lost a video game UPS.
Yes, you did.
I ordered it from Amazon, which is a great company. I'll endorse them. Amazon's cool. And I ordered it from a company in Columbus, Ohio. I live in Cuyahoga Falls, Stowe, Ohio. And they sent it to a completely different state. I think Minnesota or some shit like that. Like, they sent it a ways away. So that sucked. They refunded me my money, which was cool.
Well, Amazon's good with that.
It wasn't Amazon. Well, I mean, it wasn't Amazon that refunded it. But nevertheless, I looked at their reviews, like their actual company reviews, and my review, being a fuck these people, they sent my shit to the wrong place review, was like the 6th this year of people saying they sent my stuff to a wrong place. So, all in all, I guess I'm kind of happy to be in their fucking address book. Because that means, who knows, maybe someday I'll go to the mailbox and be like, hey, I got something. But to send a drone UPS, I wouldn't, dude, there isn't much I'd send UPS.
I don't know if I would report it. I might just keep it as a souvenir forever.
No, you would report that.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a drone.
Probably get in trouble.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to just go, hey, look, I got a new drone.
I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, what's the point of having a drone unless you can tell people?
I'd tell you at least.
Well, that'd be cool. I'd want to talk about it on the show. Right? PBS.org. Ask yourself, says a notorious Occupy academic, should your job exist? Editor's note. If you're reading this at work, you're probably not all that busy. Don't you ever wish you could just fit your work into fewer hours, then go home to do your own thing instead of being paid to look busy all day? John Maynard Keynes predicted in 1930 that technological advancement would make that possible by the turn of the century. He foresaw a 15-hour work week. Instead, Americans are now working more and more hours, but what they are actually doing, asks American anthropologist David Graeber. It's as if someone were out there making up pointless jobs just for the sake of keeping us all working, Graeber wrote in the summer 2013 essay in Strike magazine that we call BS Jobs. I imagine bullshit stands for basically simplifying.
That was good.
For one thing, he writes, I've created entirely new jobs to accommodate the workday world. Administrators think telemarketing and financial services, and the growing number of human resources and public relations professionals can't pick up their own pizzas or walk their dogs. That's why Graeber says we have all-night pizza delivery men and dog walkers. Yeah, but I mean, we have pizza delivery men because I don't want to have to go and pick up my fucking pizza. I can't believe that in this day and age, with unemployment being what it is, this asswipe is saying, hey, there's a lot of people that don't actually do something. Why are we employing them? What exactly would you say you do here? I have people skills. I know how to talk to people. I'd say in an average work day, I do about 20 minutes of actual work. Mostly I just sit at my desk and zone out. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's it. I don't want to read this whole fucking thing. Like, he does like a Q&A thing where he gives really long, stupid answers to fucking questions that people. You had an article recently, the name of which I can't say on television, so let's call it Bullshit Jobs. What was the point? So all my life, there's people, you meet them at parties, you run into them, you ask them what do they do, and they kind of look sheepish and don't want to admit it. You know, they say, well, it's not really very interesting. It's like, well, I'm a human resources consultant. I work at a computer firm where I fill out forms of a certain kind to make it faster for somebody else to do this, or I'm a middleman among 7 layers of middlemen in this sort of outsourcing. So what, man? These people are fucking doing jobs. If there's a job for it, then fuck it. There's a job for it.
There's nothing wrong with being a fluffer.
Nothing wrong with being a fluffer. Somebody's got to get the guy hard. But I think it's stupid to call out people for doing a job. I mean, if you've got a job, God bless you.
Yeah, this guy is ignorant, in my opinion.
Yeah, don't just fucking say...
I have a job, but this guy here writing this doesn't think I deserve it.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit.
What if I'm an idiot? That's the only thing I can do in my life.
You know what I think we need less of? Assholes that do this kind of fucking work. Throwing out articles that say there's too many bullshit jobs in the world. Well, fuck you. If you're lucky enough to have a job in this economy, good for you. Have a fucking job. Give a shit what you do. For most people, if you walk up to them and say, so what do you do? And they say, I do stupid work. I'd be like, man, I wish I could do stupid work. I wish I could sit around and fucking daydream all day and not actually fucking contribute to society and get paid for it. And they probably make more money than I do.
Well, this is why we're doing this.
That's why we're doing this. I want a job where I can sit around and not contribute. Ugh. Whatever. Alright. You got a pooper story?
Yeah, I got a pooper story. This is...
Is it as good as the last pooper story?
We're going right down the tubes today.
Nice.
Yahoo News.
Yeah, from here on out, it gets pretty fucking ridiculous.
I just love this just for the title of this article. A serial pooper on the loose in Houston was caught on camera.
Does it show? Holy shit, it shows it. Looks like an alien picture. Looks like a ghost. He looks like a ghost. Maybe it's a ghost pooper.
The neighborhood of Woodland Heights in Houston, Texas, has an unwelcome visitor who has repeatedly defecated in yards.
No. Language. He shits.
Oh, I'm sorry. He shits in yards and more often driveways of several residents. This serial pooper.
Now, is he pooping cereal?
I don't know. I'm not digging through his poop.
Is it cereal with an S?
No.
Oh. Really?
It's cereal. S-E-R-I-A-L.
Yeah, cereal with an S.
There's no S.
Spell it again.
C?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you meant at the end.
No.
The serial pooper, as some has described the man, has targeted one particular house 6 times.
Nice.
You need to see that judge.
Shit on
Make sure.
Yeah, I know.
Sign up.
His sign says, I shit everywhere, and that's bad.
Precinct 1 Constable's Office. Precinct 1 Constable Office deputies are on the hunt for this unidentified man. He was caught on surveillance video by one of the victims. Why are they hunting for him? He's on video.
Yeah, but he looks like a ghost.
And the authorities are using the footage to track down the suspect. The man leaving his personal waste in the neighborhood is described as an older, balding man with a mustache who was wearing shorts at the time the video was captured.
Well, yeah, you gotta wear shorts. You don't want to rolling down a whole fucking pant leg.
Well, he could be wearing a trench coat and just dropping deuces.
Dude, how great would it be if he was wearing, like, those oldie-fashioned fucking pajamas with the butt flap?
Well, he's in Texas. He should be just wearing chaps.
Oh, that's gonna be a big fucking turd, too. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
Leaving giant fucking juicy dumps everywhere.
Deputies say the man will likely face charges of criminal mischief, of course, or
stupid tax,
or one of indecent exposure.
Ooh.
Officers believe he's striking between 1 a.m. and 4.
Wow, late night pooping.
Police.
What if he's a sleepwalker?
That would be awesome. Police believe it's revenge is a possible motive.
Revenge on the community as a whole?
Yeah. Well, the police said they remember many years ago in Houston, this was going on, and it turned out to be a neighbor who was just mad at people for letting their dogs come in the yard and not cleaning up after them.
Yeah, I think I heard about that too. That's fucking funny. Was he smearing shit on their handicap fucking ramp?
Well, some residents and neighbors who likely haven't been hit are getting a slight chuckle out of this strange situation. The victims are hoping the offender is nabbed quickly. Patrick Reese, a nearby resident, said it's definitely not a nice thing to do to people. Going to the bathroom in the driveway is not nice.
It's funny.
That's definitely not something that's supposed to go on in a polite society. This is Texas.
I know. Now, see, that's a bad. I mean, in Ohio, you wind up having to hold a fucking sandwich board sign outside of fucking the courthouse or wherever, saying, "Yeah, I shit all over the place, and that makes me a jerk." In Texas, they're probably going to give this guy the fucking chair.
No, they hang people in Texas.
Yeah, well, whatever. They love fucking capital punishment in Texas.
After the surveillance footage aired on local TV, authorities received calls from from people who think they know who the suspect is.
Would you turn this guy in if you knew who he was? I wouldn't. I'd be dropping off burritos on his doorstep. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
fuel for the fire.
Yeah, if he did it to me, I would just get back at him. But I don't think that's
now
unless it escalates to something bad.
Dennis,
I don't think what
2 shits do not make a right. How would you get back at him?
I would shit on him.
Just fucking, he's sitting out there all sneaky like taking a dump, and here comes Dennis all sneaky like on his fucking roof, just hanging his ass over and shit right on his head. A big old beer shit, all liquidy and fucking sweet smelling.
I'd eat Taco Bell for like 4 days straight. Speaking of Taco Bell,
yeah,
a little tangent here.
Yeah,
I decided to have their breakfast.
So did I. I had it a couple weeks ago. What did you get?
I got a breakfast burrito and something crunch.
I got the waffle taco.
Oh, I tried that too.
Which sounds like a sexual thing, waffle taco.
It was disgusting, the waffle taco.
Yeah, didn't like it.
The problem was, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was like everything was dry.
Yeah, it was very like fake food tasting. Like the sausage was almost burnt, and the waffles were so like old. You know, like they were rubbery.
It was my mom's, the waffle thing, and I just tasted it because she didn't want it. It was like all greasy and soaking wet.
Yeah.
And like the cheese was like plastic.
But
it was all over the box that it came in. I'm like,
yeah.
Really?
The egg was good.
Eggs were all right, but it was still dry. Everything was dry.
Yeah, you can't really fuck up eggs though, and I didn't think you could fuck up waffles until I had that.
But the crunch thing I had was really spicy. I wasn't expecting it.
Really?
Yeah. For breakfast, it was pretty spicy.
Just start your day off right.
It didn't bother me because I like spicy.
Spicy shits by noon.
I think they got room. It's a good idea, but they need room for improvement.
Well, it's a good idea, but you know what they should serve?
It's cheap, though, too.
I know. You know what they should serve, though?
Taco Bell.
McMuffins. They should serve McMuffins. Anywhere that does fucking breakfast should serve McMuffins.
Well, I know why they did the waffle thing, but McDonald's has got that griddle thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nasty, too, in my
opinion. Like, dude, every day I go to breakfast and I get a fucking McMuffin, and it's just awesome.
I get I like the bagel, so I get a sausage egg bagel, and that's it.
I like the muffins because they're $1 and they taste fantastic. And here's a tip for anybody who wants to try it, and I've told this to people, and they said it's disgusting, and then they tried it and said, now this is the only way I eat them. You get the sausage McMuffin without egg. Don't get the egg. Just get the $1 one, and you ask them for a cup of barbecue.
Oh, I get that.
And it's fucking great. The barbecue sauce is so goddamn good at McDonald's, and with the sausage and the cheese and the fucking muffin.
I don't think I like their new barbecue. I thought they changed it recently.
Not that
I had some sort of new barbecue and I didn't like it as much.
They've been trying to come up with something other than barbecue, sweet and sour, and honey.
Yeah.
As just like a different fucking sauce.
Oh, that ticked me off. They got rid of honey.
Did they get rid of honey?
Yeah, they got honey mustard now, but no honey.
Yeah, honey mustard. Huh.
I always like dipping my nuggets in honey.
I always like dipping my nuts in them. No, what I used to do when I was a kid, I would take the honey and the barbecue, and in the 20-piece McNugget, you had the lid.
Yeah.
And I would fucking dump a thing of barbecue and a thing of honey in it and fucking mix them up. That shit was great.
Oh, honey barbecue's good.
Yeah. Or we mixed the barbecue and the sweet and sour. Because it made it so much, it was such a sweeter barbecue. But it wasn't so sweet as the honey.
I was never a big fan of their sweet and sour.
I love the sweet and sour.
Speaking of McDonald's and stuff.
I wish it was thicker. If sweet and sour was thicker, then it would be perfect. Yeah. It's too watery.
Maybe that's my problem with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of McDonald's, did you know they have secret menus? Did you ever hear about this?
Like the deaf people menu?
No, they have like secret items that's not on the menu.
Secret items?
Yeah.
You found a life hack?
Yeah, basically.
What is it?
It's just like secret items that they don't.
Should we talk about this on the show?
Why not?
Well, if it's secret, we don't ever want
to. I found it on the internet. It's not so secret.
McRib? Is the McRib a secret?
No. It's like a list of sandwiches you never heard of.
Like what?
Let me see if I can find
it. McTitty?
There's actually one. I've seen
like
one
a McTitty.
It's called
fucking chick to come out with a bun around each tit. Fucking grab a hold of that, take a lick, smack them, send her back in.
One I've heard of before was it was called McGangbang.
McGangbang?
I swear to God.
Okay, now I have to know.
It's you get a McDouble.
And in it there's a roofie.
Yes, that's it. No, you get
you wake up
you
with
get a McDouble and you order a McDouble and you order a McChicken.
Mm-hmm.
You take the McDouble and you split it in half.
Yeah.
Then you take the McChicken, slam it in the middle of the McDouble and put it together.
Now, do you have to slam it, or can you just place it?
I would
nicely?
slam it. You can probably place it nicely.
Shit, slam that. That sounds good.
And then I tried it because I heard about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, why would you eat a McChicken and McDouble together? I'm like, that sounds disgusting, but me being stupid tried it.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed it. It's not something I'd go out every day and get. I'm like, it was surprisingly good.
I'm tempted to go to McDonald's tonight. Have a McGangbang. I want to order it like that, though. I smell another bit.
Not everyone. I don't think not every McDonald's would know what that is.
We should totally do that, though.
Like you go ask
root beer float.
That's
what is that?
There it is, the McGangbang.
McGangbang. That looks like that.
That's the McDouble with the.
That looks like a fucking like a Big Mac. That looks like a Big Mac.
It's not a Big Mac. It's a McDouble.
Yeah, on the top that's a Big Mac. This is gonna be great radio. I'm gonna have 5 pictures of this. But that's a fucking Big Mac. Look, it has the 3 buns, sesame seed.
Well, that's the sesame seed from the McChicken.
No, what? Motherfucker, they don't serve sesame seeds with McChicken.
I don't know.
Look, looks like a Big Mac.
Okay,
it's got
this
the 3
buns.
This
one says a grilled cheeseburger or chicken sandwich into a double cheeseburger.
But that's a fucking that's a Big Mac.
Well, maybe someone did the picture wrong. I don't know.
It's got a sesame seed bun. What is it with fries?
I don't know. It's something from Japan. It says.
Oh.
What's this? Pie. Oh, I heard about this.
Pie McFlurry.
You just put a pie in the McFlurry and
Ooh, that sounds really fucking good. Cheeseburger Big Mac. Okay.
Supposedly these are all secret items.
What's that?
McLeprechaun.
McLeprechaun. What is that?
It's a shamrock shake plus a chocolate shake.
Oh.
I mean, not some of them's great.
We should definitely fucking order a McGangbang. I smell bit.
Coke float.
Ordering off the secret menu of McDonald's.
There's one. There's your Big Mac. Monster Mac.
That's like 4 Big Macs. Oh, they just took 2 Big Macs and took off the top of each and stuck them on top of each other. Slammed them the way you do it.
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles. Ooh, a McGriddle McChicken?
Ugh.
That sounds gross.
That picture looks horrible.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Fries with Big Mac sauce.
Yeah. Alright. Moving on. We're doing way too visual, I think. So yeah, Pooper.
That's it.
Pooper.
They're looking for him.
I swear, the picture looks like a ghost.
Well, while you're talking about it,
Pooper.
while you're doing your article, I'm going to watch the video.
Oh, great. So you're going to have fucking noise going over me.
I'm going to mute it.
Yeah, of course you are.
I did a good job.
Alright.
Can't even hear it.
Alright. North Korea media calls out Obama. Oh, wait. Yeah. Starting over. North Korea media calls Obama a wicked black monkey. North Korea's state news agency, KCNA, resorted to sickening racist language to lash out at Barack Obama this week, calling the U.S. president reminiscent of a wicked black monkey. The editorial, which also called South Korea's president, Park Geun-hye, an old prostitute, was published in English on Friday during Obama's tour of Asian nations. Another KCNA article from the same day, this one in Korean, took the ugliness even further, according to North Korea blogger Josh Stanton. The second story said Obama should live as a monkey in an African natural zoo, licking the breadcrumbs thrown by spectators, which when I saw licking wasn't where I thought it was going to wind up going. The article also calls Obama a crossbreed with unclear blood. Crazed diatribes are nothing new to KCNA, but as the Washington Post notes, it is rare for the agency to so outrageously savage a U.S. president. Because we're going by the words actually do hurt, as opposed to the sticks and stones go fuck yourself philosophy. The newspaper explains that the articles highlight North Korea's state ideology of racial purity, which leads to forced abortions or infanticide if defectors become pregnant outside of Korea. Jesus Christ. Despite North Korea's defiant isolation, another recent diatribe in the state press shows some are paying close attention to U.S. politics. In response to a February UN report detailing crimes against humanity, in North Korea, Pyongyang released its own report calling the U.S. the world's worst human rights abuser. God, it's tough to argue that. Ugh. Citing NSA surveillance, unemployment, and gun crime, the report boldly asserts that the U.S. is a living hell. That's a tough one to fucking pass over. While Americans are in the grip of famine... Huh?
I thought we were the fattest country.
I know, right? The report says Obama indulges himself in luxury almost every day, squandering hundred millions of dollars on his foreign trip in disregard of his people's wretched life. The North Korean report also berates the U.S. for the acquittal of George Zimmerman in Trayvon Martin's killing, saying the case reveals America's true colors as a kingdom of racial discrimination. Because a Mexican killed a black kid in self-defense. Sure. We just did a story about how America's full of bullshit jobs where people aren't actually doing work, yet they're getting paid. But we're all in famine and suffering horribly.
I'm starving!
Ugh.
I gotta order a pizza.
Yeah, I know.
We were just talking about the McGangbang.
McGangbang. We're talking about how wonderful it is to go to McDonald's and get gangbanged. And this asshole... That is funny, though. Like, because the fucking... What is he? Prime Minister, dictator for life, president, whatever the fuck that kid is. He's like... What,
short round.
16, 17? Yeah, short round. He's like, what, 16, 17, something like that? Like, he's a young kid. And that sounds like a fucking child. He's a wicked monkey. He's a wicked little black monkey. Because that's the best thing he can come up with.
Well,
I want to get his email so I can email this show to him directly. Calling him a little fucking
I like how he's got a balls to say something racist like that.
Yeah.
But not have the balls to actually say what he wants to say.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, he probably doesn't even know what that word means. Probably doesn't translate very well.
Actually, it is, because...
Does it translate in other languages? What would be the North Korean...
No, my information might be wrong, but there was a movie... I can't think of his name. Wesley Snipes was in it.
Was it,
Empire of the Sun?
Oh! Rising Sun?
Rising Sun?
Yeah.
Where they would call,
He called him
James Bond.
Kohai.
I can't think of his name.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Kohai and Senpai.
Which, when they translated, was the N-word.
Yeah, that's right.
They called him a white whatever. I don't remember what they called him. So, yeah, I think it probably translates over there.
Well, he's a gook. Fuck him. Little fucking dictator bastard. Yeah, I thought he was best buddies with fucking Dennis Rodman.
They had a falling out.
Did they?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know how it just like all of a sudden Rodman left, so something happened. I wasn't following the story.
He probably called him a wicked black monkey. Ugh. Licking the crumbs off of his nutsack.
It's just like he's trying to start a war. It's like I'm in charge of this country now, and I have to live up to my father's.
Well, he probably
legacy.
figured out that as Americans, we can't fucking take an insult as an insult. It's got to be something like serious. So he's probably going that route because he figures that Obama's going to be like, "You called me a monkey, bomb him."
Does he want to be bombed?
Dude, I don't understand why anybody would want to fight against America. Like,
I think they'd actually beat us.
North Korea?
Oh, I'm thinking China. I'm sorry.
No, China would be bad. North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea already beat us once.
No. They didn't beat us.
Okay.
We lost. There's a big difference. We didn't nuke them. We could have nuked them.
We said we'd never do that again after Japan.
Well, that was under the idea that nobody was going to fuck with us anymore. Yeah. Nuke him. Little gooker.
I don't believe in nuking.
Well, here's my response, unofficially, on behalf of Obama. Fuck you.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Fuck you, you little fucking prick. I couldn't think of anything stupid enough. You fat-faced little piece of shit.
Well, he must have liked America. I mean, he's in the Three Stooges. Look at his haircut. He's got a Mo Howard haircut.
He is very Mo. He is very Mo. Little fucking... That's probably the reason why he squints so much. He's got poked in the eyes too many times. Alright. Enough about fat-faced little dictators.
We're gonna get killed.
Let him come after me. Little fucker. Alright. This is the last story for the day before we finish up. Nintendo apologizes for game's same-sex slight. This is from CNN. Nintendo on Friday apologized to gamers for leaving same-sex couples out of an upcoming life simulation game that lets players flirt, date, marry, and have children. The statement came as an online movement asking them to change Tomodachi Life was picking up steam. We We apologize for disappointing many people by failing to include same-sex relationships in Tomodachi Life, the Japanese company said in a news release. At Nintendo, dedication has always meant going beyond the games to promote a sense of community and to share a spirit of fun and joy. We are committed to advancing our longtime company values of fun and entertainment for everyone. Ty Marini, 23, is a self-described Nintendo fanatic and has way too much time on his hands. The Mesa, Arizona man was excited to learn that Tomodachi Life, a version of a life simulation game previously only available in Japan, would be released in North America for the Nintendo 3DS next month. Because he does nothing with himself and just sits around and fucking plays games instead of actually interacting with people. He was less excited, however, when he learned that his in-game avatar, or me with 2 eyes, in Nintendo speak, could only be romantically involved with a female character as opposed to one representing his real-life fiancé. And thus was #MeQuality born. Ooh, we should get on that. Blah, 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 blah. By excluding same-sex relationships in the games that focused around relationships like this one, they're really excluding a lot of people. No, they're not. In the game, players create or import their me, pronounced me. Glad they cleared that one up. I thought it was my. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
There's not that many people in the world. It's Neil Patrick Harris and 4 other people that are gay in this world.
Really?
That's a joke.
Jesus. Dude,
there might be 6.
I don't see a problem with them changing the game. That's fine.
I don't either.
You don't?
I told you why I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But then I have some concerns.
Here we go. What are your concerns?
What if the age groups playing the game?
Well, it's a 3DS game. So I would imagine that the rating on the game is going to be an E for everybody scenario.
See, I also don't know if it's an online game or not.
Why does it make a difference?
If it's online, I say I have a 6-year-old.
Okay.
I haven't explained things.
You have a 6-year-old.
Okay, I have a 6-year-old. I haven't explained things to him yet because I don't think it's ready. It's not time to. And if it's online...
Things like what?
Same-sex marriages, gays, relationships, sex in general.
Okay, so sex.
Sex in general.
Because same-sex marriage and gay people, that's not really, I don't think, an issue. That you know, like what is the problem with explaining homosexuals to kids?
It's in a game.
Well, they're not fucking.
I want to explain it myself. I don't want them to run into it in a game. That's my problem.
Well, how are you gonna? I mean, if they run into it, then that sparks the conversation, and you say sometimes guys.
I don't want to
like
be
guys.
Forced to, well, I wouldn't let them play this game either, but
why not? Because it's lame.
That and it's up to me to decide when I need to have this talk with them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that explaining homosexuals needs to be a talk.
I'm talking about online perverts. I don't know who's...
Well, that's
if it's
different.
an online game,
if
and
you
they're
have
talking to like some weirdo.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying gay people are weirdos. I'm talking about online perverts right now.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's any game that's online, you just disable that function.
Yeah.
They can still play the game whether it's online or not.
Then
There's
I have
a whole
no
lot of
problem
games.
with it then.
Okay, but I mean, what's your problem with explaining gay people?
Nothing. It's just I want it to be my job to explain it. I don't want the game to explain it.
Well, what are you going to explain that's going to be different than the game's going to explain?
Well, it already seems like the game's doing it wrong. So
doing it wrong how? You have the option. I'm sure it doesn't force you into hooking up with a guy.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying the game already said it wasn't allowed.
Well, it didn't say that it wasn't allowed. It just wasn't programmed with it. It was an option that wasn't explored.
I just think it's my job as a parent, not that I am a parent.
No, you have a 6-year-old.
I do not. It's my job to expose them to this, not some fucking video game.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you even really need to explain?
I'm just saying, if it was online, I don't trust these people online.
Yeah, but I mean, because I view homosexuality the same way that Patrice O'Neal did. It's a fetish. You know, some people are into licking feet. Some people are into getting tied up. Some people are into sucking dick.
Furries.
Furries, yet again, that's another one. It's a fetish. We lived together for a long time. We lived together for 6-7 years, right? Yeah. We lived with just the two of us for 5 years. We lived with another guy for 2 years. We weren't fucking. And I had a better...
Are we going with that?
What?
We're not telling... Oh, yeah, we weren't fucking.
Ah, fuck you. We didn't fuck. But we...
We made love.
No. But... And I've had a better time living with you than I have with either of the two girls that I lived with.
So you're saying we should make love?
No. I'm saying that it's a relationship. And guys have relationships with guys, and guys have relationships with girls. And if you're walking with your little child, your 6-year-old, which you have, then, and you're walking down the street and you see a guy kissing a lady, a nice lady.
Yes.
And he says, What's up with that?
That's a whore.
And you and you
shouldn't
say,
be doing that in public.
No, and you say that's a man and a woman and they love each other and they're kissing. And if you walk along and on the next corner you see a guy kissing another guy,
I would explain it the same way.
It's the same exact explanation. You don't need to go in, well, sometimes men like the cock.
I'm just saying, I want to explain it to him. I don't want it being explained to him by a video game.
Yeah,
that's
but I mean,
my problem.
What are you going to explain? I mean, video. So it's only the homosexual part of it that bothers you. It's not you can get married to a woman.
No, it's not the homosexual part. I want to be the one to explain it to him. I don't want or her learning it from a video game.
So any game where you can have a relationship with another person, be it male or female, at all, you have a problem with.
Yes, I wouldn't if I had like a 6 to 8 year old child. Back in the day, Mass Effect, they would not be playing it.
Well, Mass Effect was a mature game.
Yeah, I'm just saying any game with any kind of sex in the game, I'm not letting my kid play it.
Well, I don't think you can have sex in this game. I don't think that they're hardcore ass fucking if you hook up with another dude.
I don't know if it's like The Sims. They could be having babies and stuff. I don't know.
But they don't have sex in The Sims.
Yeah, they do.
I don't remember them having fucking sex.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Did they?
Yeah.
What did they do?
They fuck.
No, what do they do? What does it show?
They don't show nudity, but there's blurs over it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They get naked and you can see them humping in a bed underneath a blanket.
That's funny. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Trust me. I played the game. I fucked every chick in town.
But this is a fucking game that's for the 3DS.
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to be rated for everybody. I don't think they're going to be having blurry sex.
All right, then I'm overthinking the situation a bit.
I think maybe a little bit. I think that's...
See, if I was a parent, I'm willing to protect my child and not throw him in front of something.
Yeah, but I mean, why does it need protection? I think that's part of the reason why homosexuals are looked at as deviants, because people think that needs explained because there's something. I mean, at what age do you explain to a child that sometimes a guy and a woman enjoy each other's company, and when that happens, they kiss? I mean, are you going to not kiss your wife in front of them?
I think that you should wait till about when they're 30.
So you're not going to have any sort of intimate interaction with your wife or baby mama or whatever until they're 30.
I guarantee that's going to happen anyways.
But I mean, seriously though, I mean, at what age do you begin to kiss your wife again in front of him? Like, isn't that kind of damaging to have the child grow up and think to himself, well, my mommy and daddy don't ever hug each other or kiss each other? I mean, by then it should just be kind of a thing where that becomes common knowledge, and if he sees strangers doing it, he'll go, oh, they must be like mommy and daddy, and they love each other and kiss and hug. But if they see two guys doing it, they're going to have a question of, that's uncommon. I mean, I don't think in your family situation it will, because you're going to have a kid with another dude. But
it's going to be you.
Fuck you. I don't want to adopt.
We're going to be two straight guys who have kids.
But, yeah, if they see that and go, that's interesting because that's two men doing that. What is that? And you're going to go, well, you know how mommy and daddy kiss?
Yeah.
Because we love each other and we want to show affection for each other. And he's going to go, and that's going to be it. It shouldn't be anything more in-depth than that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get down to, well, daddy has a cock and some other men don't like pussy, which is what mommy has. They like to suck cock. Like, I think that's the stigma that homosexuals get from way too uptight people, because they think that just because a child sees a man kiss another man, well, now I have to explain ass sex.
That's not what I was thinking. That's not what I was thinking.
That may not be what you're thinking, but that's the way it kind of comes off when you say, well, if a child plays a game where a man can fall in love with another man, now I'm going to have to explain sex.
Well, I'm basing this on video games that I've played because I really don't know the game, so that's where I'm coming off.
Well, it's used. I mean, all right, we play Xbox.
Yes.
And we have our little dollies on Xbox.
Yes.
Same thing, except for the said me, are more goofy cartoonish. Like, they have giant fucking bobble heads.
I withdraw my whole statement. I was basing it upon the games that I played.
Well, I showed you the picture of it, man.
I don't know if they're fucking in the game or not, if it's got online play.
I highly doubt they're fucking. It might have online accessibility for real fucking losers who can't, fuck on Final Fantasy 11 like normal people. God, we gotta tell that story sometime. You going into the chat rooms.
Okay. I'm like, I never fucked on the game.
Dude, tell the chat room story. That's a great fucking story.
You tell it better than I do.
Alright. So
I'll just quip here and there.
We used to play, Final Fantasy?
Was it 11?
Was it 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 11. We used to play Final Fantasy 11, massively multiplayer online game.
Because we had no lives.
Yeah, yet again, we are giant fucking geeks if you haven't caught on to that one. But we used to play it, and I would fucking play the game because I'm a normal person, and Dennis would get bored with the game, and he would decide, I'm going to go into the sex chat rooms.
No, they didn't have sex chat rooms, but they had chat rooms, but people would put the heading of the room, and there were perverts out there, so I decided I wanted to fuck with them.
Yeah. Dennis would go into the sex chat rooms, and he found one sex chat room, which I thought was hysterical, where it said, what was it? It was the guy that started the room was a goblin.
Orc.
An orc, whatever.
Orc looking to rape Mithra.
Orc looking to rape cat lady, essentially.
And ding, I'm like, I gotta fuck with this guy.
So he had orc looking to rape cat lady, and Dennis said, oh, this is too good to fucking deny. So Dennis jumps in the room, which probably immediately made that guy hard.
Probably.
Like, I want to hit you with the shocking fact of life. That dude was jerking off the whole time you were talking to him. I just want you to know that.
That didn't bother me at all.
I want the horror of it to sink into your dreams.
I want him at the end of it go, oh, shit, when he loses it.
Which I know happened. So he gets into the fucking room.
Thing is, my name's on there, too, and he still thinks I'm a chick. That's the weird thing.
Well, your name at the time was Dukes.
No, it went under my email name, which was Hyde.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of
a guy's name.
I imagine that there's a girl out there. Whatever.
All right.
I highly doubt he was an orc looking to rape a cat lady. I don't think he gave a shit if you were fucking male or female.
Yeah.
He wanted you to just role play out his rape fantasy of fucking a cat lady. I don't think he cared. So Dennis jumps into the room. And he's like, all right, so what do we do? And the guy says, okay, you're walking through the outpost, and you fall into a pit trap. And Dennis goes, no, I don't. And he's like, what? And he's like, I'm a ranger. I would spot that trap, but I wouldn't walk into it. And he's like, well, okay, let's say that you do. And Dennis is like, okay, I fall into a trap. And the guy goes, all right, I look down at you from the top of the trap, and Dennis says, I put an arrow through your head. Where did it go from there?
He's like,
did he argue with you?
Yeah, he's like, there's no way you can kill my orc. And I'm like,
because I got rapey powers.
I'm like, well, I know the zone that you're in. You're at tops a level 25 character.
I'm a level 75
I'm a level
ranger.
75 ranger. You're dead, buddy.
I got a fucking kick-ass bow. There's no way I'm missing you. You're standing there. You're the only thing I can see out of this hole. Trust me.
You're
I
dead.
shot you. And didn't he like boot you from the fucking
No,
chamber?
no. Then I went and after he's sitting there just bitching. He's like, "Can you just go along with this? Come on, please.
Just please let me rape you."
He's begging me. Well, then after a while, I'm like, "Hey, dude, I'm a guy. You're a fucking freak. I'm just here to fuck with you," and I left.
If Dennis can't rape you, he'll kill you for trying to rape him.
So that came like a thing. Every time I got bored on the game, I'd go into sex rooms and fuck with people.
Oh shit! There wasn't any of them that were better than that.
No, that was the best one. I could never top it.
God, that was so fucking hysterical. I remember that night.
I'm just glad you were sitting there just to watch it.
I think that was probably the only time where I ever paused my game. In the middle of doing I can't even pause the game. I just ran to a wall somewhere to hide so that I could just sit and watch text go across the screen. Fucking laughing our asses off about this dude. Oh, please just let me rape you. Come on.
No.
It'll be fun.
I'm a high-level ranger.
I don't fall in a trap. Well, let's just say you do. Okay.
Fine, whatever.
All right, whatever. So I fall in the trap. But I shoot you in the face. Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right.
Shouldn't fuck with people.
Yeah, shouldn't fuck with people. I just, man, the balls of that guy to fucking just put on there looking to rape you. Like, you were probably the only person that ever got into that room.
He was probably happy as hell for 3 seconds.
That's probably why he was begging you so
Yeah.
much. If he got all sorts of people wanting to get raped, he'd probably be like, dude, I ain't got time for you. I got other people knocking on the door. Ugh. All right. You got anything else?
No, that's...
Yeah, I don't think we can go anywhere else with this one, so... Thank you for listening. See you next week.
Yeah, later.